While everyone else has been buying toilet paper, we've been buying this. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. So people are stocking up and they are making a choice about what to stock up on these days while we're going through this pandemic situation. And I wanted to show you how our family has been preparing, one way anyway. So everyone's focused on things like toilet paper and goods like that, but I think that there's a critical preparation that a lot of people are missing just because they don't think they can do it themselves. But we're pretty clueless, and if we can do it, you can do it. So let's see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you haven't already guessed, what we have been preparing is our vegetable garden. Okay, so we have been buying vegetables and fruit, and we've been preparing our kitchen garden here. And this is, I think, a critical step to being prepared. So I just wanted to give you a little tour and show you the garden and see what we've been up to. Okay, so things might have changed a lot since you last saw our garden. You know we are the clueless gardeners, but I just wanted to give you a little tour of what we have been up to here. So let's just start in this bed with everything that we've been having. So we have chives, those are from last season, and we've planted some lettuce and I've scattered that out. The green onions did really well and they are still here. I have some parsley, and this is a hot pepper that I still need to plant. Over here we have some beefsteak and cherry tomatoes, and these will likely do very well here. And I have the cages for them this time. I did not make that mistake that I did last time. Okay, over here we have some flat leaf parsley, and then we have some zucchini squash that should do pretty well. What do we have right here? This one right here is a red bell pepper, and right here, this I believe, let's see, is a boxwood basil. I've never tried this type of basil before. We have our grapevine that is just starting to have leaves again, which will be really pretty, and I hope that it starts to produce grapes this year. Back in this back container, I have a lot of flowers, so I planted some hollyhocks. We'll see if those come up, and our blackberry bush right here. Let's see what happens with it this year. In this box, I have some rosemary. We took out the mint, although it's still kind of growing in between. But as you can see, the strawberries have taken over. And yes, I know there's weeds, so that's what we have to kind of figure out. But anyway, the strawberries have really taken over, and they've even jumped out of the box as well. I planted another grapevine here that I plan to have go over this lattice that Ben had put up for us. And here we have some heirloom squash. This is that yellow squash that'll be good for summer. This one is, what is this? Zucchini. Zucchini does really well here. And then I also have an interesting fruit vine here, and this is called a cucamelon. So I've never seen this type of fruit before. Let's see how it does. Hi, so I actually filmed an ending to that video, but it didn't record. So here I am a few days later, but I just wanted to do this video just to maybe encourage people to think outside of the herd mentality that's going on right now, where everybody's panicked about things like toilet paper. So toilet paper is not necessary. People have gone on for thousands of years actually without it. So I did a video on what you can do instead if you run out of toilet paper, and other diapers, feminine supplies, all of those things. And so I recommend you watch that video if you feel scared about that. But a lot of people are missing out on the critical step, because we can do without toilet paper, but you can't do without food. And yes, you can stock up on canned goods and dried goods, and I do recommend doing that as well. We do that as well. But you're gonna get tired of that if it comes to a situation where you can't get out for a long period of time. You're going to want to have fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, and things like that. And so many of us have the opportunity to do this. We have the space in our backyards. If you don't have a backyard, you could have a balcony, you could have a front porch step. You could even grow vegetables inside your house. There's so much information out there. I'm going to leave a lot of interesting containers and things like that down below, maybe things that you didn't think of. But it's a good idea, even if you think that you can't grow anything, to just at least try, because it gives you that power, that self-sufficiency that is really needed right now as we're dealing with this worldwide crisis. So as you know, Ben and I are not talented gardeners, but we still manage to produce a lot of produce every single year. And we hope that this summer is even more prolific. I have some potatoes on the way. I plan to grow those in bags in the garden. I could show you that when it happens. I'm going to be doing more onions and also a bunch of winter squashes I'm planning on planting very soon. But other than that, I'm excited to see what our garden produces for us this year, and hopefully it will be a wonderful crop that can supplement us during this time where it's really not easy to go to the grocery store, and it's also not ideal. Some people just don't want to go because they don't want to catch anything. So let's try to grow as much as we can at home. I think this is the critical step that so many people are missing out on. I encourage you to do it yourself. I will leave some resources for you down below. All right, thanks so much for joining me today on the Daily Connoisseur. I would love to know how you are preparing. Let us know in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video.